Today we're taking a look back at some of the most heartbreaking injuries in the Montreal Canadiens history. Making this list was kind of cathartic because I got to relive some of my trauma from my younger days and deal with it in a much more mature, adult manner.
You got yoga pants under your gear or what?
So without further ado, let's start things off. At number 5, we have Max Pacioretty. Former captain of the Canadiens, Pacioretty's career was impacted by multiple concussions. These injuries forced him to miss significant time and were a major concern for the team. One such incident involved noted Bruins goon Zdeno Chara. Pacioretty, in his third season with Montreal, suffered the injury late into the second period of the game versus the Bruins in March 2011 at the Bell Centre, when his head was run into the end of the glass that divides the players' benches by Bruins defenseman and then captain Zdeno Chara.
Campbell wins it clear to the far side of the zone. Oh, Pacioretty is down face first.
Chara received a major for interference along with a game misconduct. It's still my opinion that this was a hit job by Chara. There is no way that a player doesn't understand the environment and the dimensions that they work on 82 games a season. Number 4 on our list is the multiple knee injuries suffered by Andrei Markov throughout his career. A fan favorite for his skill and leadership, Markov's injuries were a constant challenge for the Canadiens. His resilience and determination, however, made him a respected figure among fans and teammates. The knee injury I'm going to highlight here is from 2010 because I think it's the grossest one.
Going after it, and Stahl reaches, his right leg clips Markov, and I'm not sure if he twists his leg before he goes in or catches him and rotates his hip, but there.
I remember feeling so bad for Markov here because it looked incredibly painful, and I've personally had knee injuries. I had a knee injury requiring surgery, a rod, 2 pins, a plate, so I feel like I can relate to him. Now, before we get to number 3 here, I'd like to ask, can you hit that like button and subscribe for more NHL content? I also want to thank everybody for your support in the last video. It's really great to see everybody coming out and commenting on that last video. It was so cool interacting with everyone down in the comments, so please comment. Let's get to number 3. At number 3, we have Jake Evans' concussion from April 2021. This one's a tough one, and it's getting more painful with the recency, I think. But what makes Jake Evans' injury so painful was that he was a young and promising forward, and Evans' injury was such a setback for the team at that time. This totally didn't need to happen. Concussions are serious injuries and can have long-lasting effects, and Evans' absence was felt throughout the remainder of that heartbreaking playoff year. I don't want to be that guy, but I wonder if Evans would be different now if he hadn't sustained this unnecessary and idiotic injury by Scheifele.
Clear, Evans is going to get down there first. The net is empty. Can he tuck it in? He does. Pays a price, but scores the goal. Scheifele flat.
Moving on to number 2, we have the tragic injuries suffered by Serge Savard in 1970 and 1971. We're going a little bit back in time with this one. With Serge Savard, major injuries slowed his ascension to NHL notoriety. He broke his leg on March 11, 1970 in a game at the Forum against New York Rangers. His leg was broken in 5 places and required 3 operations in the same week to repair. If I'm getting my story correct, at the time, goalie nets would not dislodge when you ran into them. I think you know what happened with that statement, but of course, he broke his leg running into the net. So his leg was broken in 5 places and required 3 operations in the same week to repair. On January 30th, 1971, following that injury, he was hit by Bobby Baun of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Savard's leg broke a second time and kept him out of action for close to a year. Poor guy, he basically broke his leg twice within a year. But the happy end to the story is that, of course, Savard would go down as one of Montreal's most legendary defensemen with a storied career, and then of course being inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1986. And the number 1 most heartbreaking injury for the Montreal Canadiens. Any guesses here? Anybody want to guess? Number 1 on our list is the devastating knee injury sustained by Carey Price in May 2014 in the Eastern Conference Finals.
All around me are familiar faces.
which Montreal would go on to lose. Price, of course, was the cornerstone of the Canadiens roster. He was taken out by Chris Kreider, who decided to go feet first into the goalie. This would set into motion a number of problems Price would have later in his career, ultimately leading to his chronic knee issues. I don't think we have to talk too much about this, as it's been beaten like a dead horse, but I think we can all agree. Chris Kreider. Well, that was rough. I hope you all stuck by for it. Please leave a comment telling me what injuries still haunt you. Remember that time that PK Subban had what looked like a neck injury? That one was rough. That terrified me watching it live. Can you think of any others? I want to thank everyone again for the support. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking with you guys in the comments. Like the video, it helps me with search results. Please subscribe if you're not already a whiskey fiend. And as always, I'll see you down below in the comments.